What's up, True Feelings family? I had to re-edit the first part of this dang on video. But anyway, what's up, True Feelings family? If you're new to my channel, I hope you stay. And if you do, welcome to the family. Now, y'all, this is a story I was telling you about. It just drives me crazy how broken the system is and that these kids that are in foster care get no down protection. This lady has had 7 kids for 3 years, and at not one point as I'm watching this video as we go along, did I hear anything about any intervention between them and the people supposed to be protecting these damn kids? These kids done ran away 7 times. Not six, not three, 7 times they ran away. And thank God on the 7th time, they was rescued. She been putting locks on the refrigerator, locks on the pantry. There's cameras everywhere so she can make sure the kids ain't stealing food. She locking them in closets for days. And I'm sitting there thinking, in the 3 years these kids have been with this fucking fat ass hungry HIPPO HEFFA, where was the people that's supposed to be protecting the children? Where? Why is our system so foul like that, you guys? Like, it just don't make no damn sense. And then as I'm watching it, I find out that she's married to a young African, okay, who act like he don't know what the hell was going on and he couldn't do anything to help, not even call the police. He can't act like this is the American way to have locks on pantries and shit like that. We know why the hell he here, and they should just ship his ass off somewhere instead of having him in prison. I'm sorry, they should stay under the prison. But let's get into this video, y'all. And if I'm looking certain ways, it's because I'm using a different video cord or whatever you want to call the shit. But let's get into it. I'm sorry, you guys. I tried to do it with the audio, but it was doing some weird stuff. And I'm like, I cannot put that video out like that. But this is the little girl that they found that ran away. She is skinny. She's covered up, but according to the cops, this little girl is skinny. And she complained and said she ran away because this lady is scary. She locks them in the closet. She won't feed them. They get in trouble just for trying to share food. And she just ain't trying to go back there. So she take the little girl back there so she could question this fat bitch, Tina. Tina act like she ain't doing nothing wrong with the kids. Look at this dirty ass carpet. Look at this dirty ass carpet. So apparently the little girl been writing shit and saving letters. They found these letters in Tina's important papers. That's what she called it. And they read them letters out loud about this little girl's grievances against how she's being treated with this lady not feeding them food, locking them in a closet, tasing them, just doing most horrific shit to these little babies. And at no point did this little girl get any help from nobody, to school, no one. 7 times people ran away, scratches, bruises, and nobody did shit. And that just blows my damn mind that this bitch was able to get away with this for 3 whole years. Now, the cop said, okay, so being that these kids are skinny as hell and you fat as hell, what you been feeding the kids? She said, oh, I feed them hot dogs, I feed them pizza, I feed them chicken nuggets, the little kids at the school, they eat at the school. And I'm like thinking, well, why does that matter that they eat at the damn school? You ain't gonna feed them shit. So according to her, she's like, well, I just feed them cereal or whatever they want. If they want, I feed them cereal. And the cop is like, okay, so how is it that you feeding them all this shit and I feed my kids the same shit? My kids is fat as hell and these kids are skin and bones and I can see the damn bones, and he damn near started crying. How is all that possible that you telling me you feed these kids and I didn't hear not one vegetable come out of this broad's mouth, but you saying you're taking care of these kids? So now they want to ask, okay, have you ever disciplined the kids? How do you handle the kids? And she was like, and mentally, she says, I mentally abuse them. Those was her words. She says, I mentally abuse the kids. I don't physically abuse them, but we have got altercations where they came at me and I had to hold them down or something. I said, okay, girl, now you just sitting there fucking lying and shit to try to get out of some shit, because right now your ass in trouble and your goofy ass kept proof of the letters that just for threatening. That was that mental shit. So every time you found a letter of this girl trying to sneak food, you were going to mentally mess with her by showing her these letters and then putting hands on that little girl. Like I said, I cannot believe our system and how they operate. The whole story was just blowing my damn mind that these kids was there for 3 years and the heifer never even took them to the doctor. The fat heifer said that the kids had a damn parasite, y'all. A parasite. She said she had one too. And the officer's like, so in 3 years that you had these kids, you ain't never took her to the doctor? She says, well, I take the little ones. She says, well, the big ones need to go too. You're only taking the little ones because you have to before you enroll their ass in school, you fat heifer. So don't play fucking word games with me. I'm telling you, that cop, I don't think I can do social work messing with kids because I would snap. I just couldn't do it, y'all. I wouldn't be able to do it at all. But now we're going to switch over because they ass went to jail. So this all took place March 15, 2024. On that day, the husband was not there, the little African man. But when they came back 2 days later, on March 19th, his ass was there. He got the clink clink too. He didn't think his ass was going to go to jail because he felt like he didn't have nothing to do with those kids. His name ain't on the papers. He ain't got shit to do with them. So he didn't help him. He didn't call the police. He didn't do anything. But let's just go over and hear what his ass got to say. That was the only audio that I was able to record that didn't screw up. So we're just gonna go to his damn poor excuse of a man and what he had to say. Like I said, they need to take his ass and put his ass somewhere else. Um, yeah, you need to go back because, like I said, that is not the American way, and you had to know, sir, that none of that shit that was happening was fucking normal.
Tina and her husband, 26-year-old Anthony Abazico, both whisked away to jail. Tina declines to speak with investigators. Anthony, however, does agree to speak with police.
Well, I didn't know about this stuff until Friday, whenever I got involved with it. I mean, that's the first time I got involved. You know, maybe if you and I had spoke Thursday and you were saying this situation's terrible and we need help, maybe this would look different. Police got involved and found the conditions the way they were, and it's not good, Anthony. Right? So, man, I really don't know what to tell you other than I made sure I told her. I was like, hey, ask her. You knew what you were getting yourself into, man. I mean, like, you should have taken him to the doctor. You should have taken him to somebody, a professional. I'm not adopted. I'm not on the paper as like that. I know that, but you got to know the family before you even got married. Right, you got to know the family and made sure that was the big ones need to go to the doctor. And she told me that she thought they had parasites and that she never took them to the doctor, even then. I mean, so I don't think that the defense of "he just didn't know" is going to fly for this. Truthfully, I don't know what else to say. It's like I can't like lie.
Now, you know his ass is worried about being sent back to Africa. But he need to do his time here in America with her big fat ass. Did you see that towel roll around her ass? He didn't do shit. He could have called the police. He should have did something. This heifer said them kids had parasites. That's why they were so damn skinny. However, she didn't take them to the doctor not one time. In the 3 years that she had these damn kids, she did not take the damn kids to the doctors for follow-ups, checkups, and the fat bitch had the nerve to say she had a parasite too. No, you was just eating all the kids and probably some kids too. But we gonna end it with there because this is a long video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as bad as it is. But let's just awareness to what's happening with the system of care. Do they fucking care? Because as I'm watching this and as you guys can hear what I'm listening to, it don't seem like it. 7 times these kids ran away. And the 7th time they finally got help. What happened to those other 6? These kids are going to schools with bruises and scratches. Teachers, they ain't gonna say nothing. See, like I said, I have my own story. I don't know if I feel like sharing it again because it's just a little triggering. But you know what? Like I said, where's the care and concern? Who is protecting these babies? Nobody was protecting these babies. Meanwhile, she got her fat ass sitting there collecting all those damn foster parent checks. That's why she had 7 kids now, feeding them, paying her rent, buying cars, taking care of her little African boyfriend. That's what she was doing with them kids' money. It seems like they should do audits on people who have foster kids. What are you doing with the damn money? Is it going on the kids? I need to see nice clothes, not thrift store clothes. I don't need to see any of that shit. Because I know they probably give your ass enough money, enough EBT, because I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, foster parents get a little bit more than your regular welfare check. So system nut, it needs to do better, y'all. It needs to do better. Anyway, that's it. That's all. Thank you guys for showing up when I show up. Don't be an asshole. And good night.